The mystery over the disappearance or deaths of U.S. scientists linked to UFO or nuclear research since 2022 continues to baffle people. Now, one of the researchers on the list has been found dead reportedly 11 months after she went missing. The case dates back to June last year. She worked at the Los Alamos National Laboratory where leading nuclear research is conducted, and she was reported missing on the 26th of June 2025 after failing to show up at work and her home. And later, her family discovered that her personal belongings, including her purse, identification documents, and cell phones, had been left behind at home. On the 28th of May, a hiker stumbled upon her human remains in the Casias National Forest, located around 24 kilometers away from her home. A handgun was also found at the spot. Confirming the death, New Mexico State Police extended condolences to her kin. The police said, I'm quoting, "The cause and manner of death have not yet been determined. The remains will undergo further anthropological examination by the Office of the Medical Investigator." Now, who are the other U.S. scientists whose disappearance or death has sparked speculation, also a lot of concern that they might have been targeted by America's enemies, allegedly? The list including a scientist attempting to develop anti-gravity technology. In 2022, she was found dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And over the next 2 years, 2 more scientists associated with NASA were reportedly found dead. And just a month before the case we just told you about, another ex-Los Alamos employee, Anthony Chavez, went missing after leaving home. And this was followed by the disappearance of aerospace executive Monica Reza, who went on a hiking trip in California. Similarly, a government contractor stepped out carrying a handgun and was never seen again. In December 2025, Novartis researcher Jason Thomas disappeared reportedly, with his body found in March this year. Additionally, an astrophysicist who collaborated with NASA was also killed. The last case of disappearance dating back to February 27, when a retired Air Force general vanished from his home. His wife even admitted that he had a brief association with the UFO community. Now, at present, the FBI is leading an investigation in coordination with the Department of Energy, Department of War, local law enforcement agencies to hunt for any possible connection between the disappearance or deaths of these scientists. The U.S. House Oversight Committee, meanwhile, has also sought information in this regard. U.S. President Donald Trump has vowed to get to the bottom of this mystery. In late April, he termed it very serious and revealed that a thorough report is being prepared on the matter. This is what he said.
So far, there's not a major, there's sometimes a little bit of a connection anyway, and you say, oh, this is a terrible thing. But so far, we're finding that there's not much of a connection. We'll let you know. We're going to be doing a full report on it. It's very serious.
Moving on for now. For decades, military power was measured in stealth fighters, aircraft carriers, and billion-dollar weapons. Now, the Pentagon is betting that the future of war may come from something far cheaper, a flying bomb that costs a fraction of a missile, but can still destroy a target. Our next report telling you more.
For generations, the Pentagon has measured technological supremacy through its fleet of ultra-advanced stealth fighters, long-range bombers, and complex missile systems. These multi-billion-dollar assets require decades of development and a meticulous, highly protected supply chain. Yet, recent conflicts in Ukraine and West Asia have completely inverted the traditional economics of modern warfare. Now, comparatively cheaper drones are regularly bypassing state-of-the-art air defense systems, disabling heavy armor, and striking critical infrastructure at a fraction of the cost.
The drones have fundamentally changed both the cost calculation of war. So we have very cheap FPV drones costing just a couple hundred or $1,000, taking out very expensive, very bespoke systems such as tanks, fighter jets, helicopters.
Now, the Pentagon has launched a massive effort to acquire up to 300,000 low-cost attack drones as part of a program that could be worth as much as $54 billion. The goal is straightforward: build huge numbers of expendable drones that can overwhelm enemy forces through scale, speed, and affordability. The concept is simple. Instead of relying only on a small number of highly sophisticated weapons, military commanders want swarms of cheaper systems that can scout, track, and strike targets. If some are shot down, others keep coming. Military planners believe that future conflicts may be decided not by a handful of elite platforms, but by the side that can deploy thousands of autonomous and semi-autonomous systems faster than its opponent. Recent wars have accelerated that thinking. For decades, military advantage often came from building the most advanced platform. Now, quantity is becoming a weapon in its own right. The race is no longer just about faster aircraft or stealthier bombers. It is about who can field the most drones the fastest. And Washington does not want to be left behind. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
Shifting focus now to India, since the actor-turned-politician Vijay took oath as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, his choice of attire has garnered a lot of attention as well. While the state's politicians have preferred the classic white shirt and dhoti attire, for example, Vijay tends to wear a black and white suit. And he has revealed the reason behind it, in fact. During a massive public rally, the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister dismissed the notion that such attire is solely reserved for people hailing from a socially dominant class. In fact, he explained that he deliberately chose black and white to show his commitment to transparency and simplicity. And hitting out at his political rivals, he said that he prefers to focus on his work rather than engage in prolonged public commentary. Listen to this.
Many people are talking about me wearing a coat. Why? Aren't we allowed to wear a coat and a suit? Should only those in power and the dominant forces be the ones wearing coats and suits? These two colors reflect the two sides of the human mind, and I don't want to dress in fancy colors.
During the campaign trail, his dressing style was similar to other politicians. He mostly wore white shirts with grey trousers, for example. And this changed on the 10th of May when Vijay donned a black and white suit during his swearing-in ceremony. It was seen as a deliberate attempt to present himself as an agent of change, also appeal to the younger people and gain pan-India residents, perhaps. In the weeks that followed, he has continued wearing similar attire during government events, public appearances, even meetings with Prime Minister Modi and the Union Finance Minister. Earlier, reports suggested that this suit is inspired by his look as a raw agent from the 2022 Tamil movie Beast. In fact, a Chennai-based designer duo revealed that Vijay's suit during the oath ceremony was designed by them and expressed their pride over contributing on that occasion. Shifting focus, for years, bad light has interrupted test matches just when the contest seems to be heating up. And now the ICC is making a subtle but significant change to keep play going for longer. But as cricket embraces innovation, a familiar debate over the pink ball is returning to the spotlight. In a new rule approved for Test cricket by the ICC, officials will be allowed to replace the traditional red ball with a pink ball before the start of a match when there is a likelihood of bad light affecting play, for example. The aim is pretty simple: to reduce interruptions and allow more cricket to be played, particularly during the final sessions of the day. The pink ball has one major advantage. Its brighter color and reflective coating make it easier to track under fading natural light and floodlights. And that is why it is used during day-night Test cricket. But the decision has also reopened a long-running cricket debate. South African batter, meanwhile, slams ICC over the rule change. Many players and coaches arguing, in fact, that the pink ball does not behave like the traditional red ball. The additional coating often produces more movement through the air, particularly when the ball is new. The red ball has defined Test cricket for nearly 150 years. Its ability to shine, lose its coating, and eventually reverse swing, perhaps, is an integral part of the game's original character, where both the bowler and the batter have their own advantages. While the ICC aims to modernize and save the game from frustrating delays, purists fear this colourful intervention may fundamentally alter the essence of Test cricket. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.